We're here with Ross Stern, and you got Caricature Carl. A
Yep.
whole new, brand new film for you. It's great to see you
Yes.
again and have another film. And I saw it the other day at another festival because I was behind the curtain.
Cool.
Uh,
Yeah. I saw you there. It was a fun time.
yeah. So it was cool to see it on the big screen in the theater. So how did you like
Yeah.
that experience?
It was fun. I liked can I give a shout out to the festival?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the Bergen International Film Festival. Larry Rosen runs a fun show. Um, yeah, it got a good reaction. I'm looking forward to seeing its reaction at the Brightside Tavern, which, is it's at a bar. It's gonna be a more
Yeah.
fun, laid back atmosphere. So it's good. I'm looking forward to that.
The cool thing is that we have this everything in one day. So like people that might come early for their sets might go and see the
Mhm.
college sets and things like that. So I thought it might
Cool.
bring a little bit more of a crowd that way, maybe because it's going to be a
Mhm.
crowded day.
Yeah.
So, but we still have like its own separate award shows and stuff. So you give more
Yeah.
opportunities and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
absolutely. So how did you come up with this idea?
Um, I'm a competitive person, so I think I got the idea way back in like 2018 or 2019. It was actually at your film festival when Girls Like Chocolate was showing,
Hmm.
and I just kind of got attached to the idea of like, oh, how does my film stack up against other people's films, and which one gets more attention, and so on and so forth.
Do you
And so
watch the people, their reactions and stuff? Is
Yeah,
that how?
exactly. So then I was like, okay, well, I should make a movie about competing artists. And then from there, it kind of turned to like, oh, the main character is a jerk. And sorry, my phone's on.
Sorry.
And from there on, I was like, oh, okay, well, the lead character is a jerk. And then it just sort of evolved from there. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what about the drawing and stuff like that? Are you an artist or do you want to do any
I
kind of
mean,
art or
I've done visual art. The drawings in Caricature Carl, the caricatures are by my girlfriend, Christine Joy. She's a very talented artist.
Mhm.
She does comics. She's an animation student right now at Montclair State.
Well,
So expect some good things from her.
mhm.
Uh, yeah,
Would you
she's work.
collaborate and make an animation with her?
Yeah, actually, I don't know how secret this is supposed to be, but I am helping her out in her screenwriting class. She's working on a film called Ghosts Can't Pay Rent, and I'm helping out with that story. And if it does turn out to be her thesis film, then I'm probably signed on to edit for her
Oh,
on
wow.
that. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a very funny, wacky story, and that's all I'll say.
And you always go towards the comic relief kind of thing for the most part.
For sure, yeah. I've tried taking myself seriously, but I always just kind of fall into, yeah, but what if something stupid happened? But yeah.
Because one of my favorites you did was with the car.
Oh yeah, the levels.
Because I mean that just happens.
Yeah, that's just like it's like a dead serious movie, but then it just like falls apart at the end. It's like, oh my god.
When
Yeah.
I remember one of the first times I saw that at one of the fests that you submitted to, I was watching the movies for it, and I swear to God, I was in Atlantic City and I couldn't find my car.
A very relatable experience. Yeah.
I just kept thinking that I'm like, I just saw this film.
I put that on. I list all my movies on Letterboxd, right? Because I want to try to get people to review them so I can see their opinions.
Yeah.
One person, like the two people that did write reviews for Levels, were like, "Why can't they just find their car? This is so unrealistic." I'm like, no, you don't understand. I did like a response to one review that was like, the parking lot's empty. How can they not find their car? I'm like, no, you don't understand. Montclair State University is a commuter school. It's likely that he parked at the top or at the bottom while it was super crowded, and then whenever all the commuters left, then he can't remember. But
It happens. It happens. There was a whole Seinfeld episode about that.
Exactly. It's a very universal experience. I'm surprised people didn't. get
Yeah.
the the letterbox bourgeoisie didn't
I can't believe
comprehend
how
it.
many times I can't. I'm like, where did I park? And I have to hit my button
Oh
that
god.
beeps. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I just
very
got a new
relatable.
car. The button doesn't work.
Oh no!
So I got to figure out how to get the remote to work. Yeah.
Especially when
Anyway,
people have the same car. No, that's the
yeah.
worst.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so that was funny anyway. But yeah, so with Caricature Carl, how did you get the actors for this film?
Actors. Backstage as usual. The process was fun. Um, Originally the character of Abstract Abdul, for example,
Mm-hmm.
initially his character was a guy named Realist Reed, and he drew realistic portraits. But then I decided, nah, I should switch it from realism to abstract because I was kind of thinking of Carl as like a conservative guy. So then, what is to the left of caricature? That would be abstract, right?
Yeah.
Because I would say portraiture is actually more conservative, and if the competing artist is supposed to be like a hipster liberal guy, then so I went with I went with abstract. I was like, well, now I set this precedent of caricature Carl. So on, I like alliteration. So the only A B alliterative name I could come up with for abstract was Abdul. From there, I was like, okay, well, Abdul can't be played by a white guy. So so I was like, okay, Abdul's a Muslim name. So either, you know, like either a black person, Middle Eastern person, or like Indian, Southeast Asian. I think that's the region India's in. And then, so we got we got very talented Nepali actor Jayandra Chuluwal. He's super cool guy. He plays Abdul.
Laid back. It's just laid back.
He's super funny. Like I didn't realize how funny he was until he got on set. I was like, oh my god, this is the funniest guy. And then we got David Hamid as Carl. I think this is his first like leading role in a short film.
Oh.
I haven't seen much else on his IMDb yet, so this is a big breakthrough for him.
Mm.
And it is an ensemble movie, so there's like a ton of extra small actors.
Yeah. They have to react and everything to all
Yeah,
the everyone.
exactly. A good trick to getting to get people to show up for a day for nameless characters is to give the characters names
Oh.
on backstage, and then you'll promise that name will be used on the IMDb listing because actors want, if they're gonna act for free, they at least want to have a named character they can put on their reel or their resume.
Yeah, they can always pretend
So
that it has a backstory.
exactly. Oh, and I think the most impressive like side character I got was Jamie and Addison Snyder, who play the mom and the daughter in the beginning of the film. That was a good find because it's one, they're great, and two, it's much more practical to get an actual mom and daughter to play those characters, so that way you don't need an extra parent to feed chaperoning the kid.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I just asked Jamie, like, hey, do you happen to have a daughter who's also interested in acting? And she did, so that worked out great. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
how long did it take to film it?
About two weekends. So we shot, basically 4 days altogether, but they were, I'm out of frame. about 4 days altogether. So I have a behind the scenes documentary that I made that is yet to be released that goes into more detail of the schedule. But basically, I'm not good at remembering dates, but basically there were 2 days that we shot. And then the third day we were going to shoot. The plan was to shoot the whole movie in 3 days, but then it snowed on.
Snowed?
Yeah, it snowed.
Because it doesn't look like at
New
all.
Jersey
It
is
looks
super.
nice.
New Jersey is super inconsistent. Well, this was it was shot in the fall, I think. So we got snowed out one day, and then we had to delay continuing the shoot for 2 weeks because David had an operation, and he wasn't able to wear a hat after the operation, so we'd have to wait a week, and then so there's 2 weeks later we get back to shooting. The whole crew is different. Because only it's hard to get an all-star crew to stay committed. So the only only person that's like consistent is the only people that are consistent in the second crew are the actors and my friend Ian who was on sound and me, and then everyone else totally different crew, different cinematographer.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, the best thing is you can never tell.
Yeah, you can't tell it all. Yeah, because it was shot out of order, so those two separate crews are kind of it's like interwoven, so you really don't notice it. Yeah,
that's cool. That's the magic of movie making.
Magic.
That's it.
And it's crazy if you go to where another challenge was the location, because it's not shot in like a real public park. It's shot in like a residential park in my neighborhood in Bordentown. I live in this like 50+ community with my parents, and I'm cozy with the board members, so they let me shoot at like the walking trail, like where the pond is. And the reason we had to shoot there instead of a real park in Montclair, which would have made more sense, was because there's a reason there aren't a lot of park movies.
Yeah. It's not easy to film in a park.
Yeah, New Jersey Parks and Rec will not. They were like, this is ridiculous. You can't do this. The only way they would let us shoot in a real park is if we did it weekdays only, and we'd have to pay a cop like $80 an hour to watch us.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay $80 for a guy with a gun to be around.
No.
For every hour.
I remember a long time ago filming in parks, and as soon as someone came up to you and was like, "You can't film here," we're like, "All right, we're leaving." And they're like, "We'll give you 10 minutes and go."
No, but see, that's like, I assume that was just like one scene in your film, right? Yeah. The whole movie takes place in a park. There's a big reason why that doesn't exist. So it's pretty. I guess it's innovative in that sense. There aren't a lot of. There are no park films. So I was trying to make a lookbook. I was like, what are other park movies? There aren't any.
Not many at all. I worked on a film for a day, and they filmed in a park all day, but they had cops. So they had paid cops and everything, and it was a bigger budget film. But
it's expensive.
And then but you couldn't even stop the people. You know how PAs stop the people from coming on the screens and all that, walking by. They tried so hard, but you couldn't. You're in a park. You can't stop people from walking. There's like bums walking by. Like, get out.
I mean, at that point, like I would just include the bums. Like, gives it a texture,
But they tried so hard, but it's hard.
Yeah. So my tip is, if you want to make a park movie, don't shoot it in a real park. Find a private park, and just I'm lucky that I had connections to the people that own the private park, because I live in this neighborhood where the fake park is. So that works.
Absolutely. That's how you do it. So what's next? What's the next thing you're working on?
I don't know. I got a couple ideas floating around in my head. I'm graduated now, so I'm mostly just trying to get a job. So if anyone needs a good film editor, I'm very good at editing. That's my main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're done. You're graduated.
Yeah, I'm just freelancing around. I might get around the writing.
There you go. Yeah. That's awesome, though.
Yeah, you want proof? I got proof. Right? I got proof right here. Look at that.
There it is. There it is.
Just hung up on the wall.
Okay. Montclair. Now you were in the film program there?
But
I heard that they changed the film program. They changed the film program at Montclair, I heard.
A little bit, yeah. So basically, it's now being merged with the TV program, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I think they're also bringing the animation program into the communications building. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know what rooms they could fit animation in, but I'm curious to find out.
I had a lot of students from my class that went to Montclair. They're younger, they're probably like sophomores now, or juniors. But
I'm the last of the last
of the regular.
Yeah, there's no more. It's now film and TV have just merged. Because I mean, what's a Netflix show but an 8-hour long movie?
Yeah,
which I hate. I think that's stupid. Make a show episodic.
That's the thing now. That's like the thing now. It's crazy.
No, I should be, if I'm watching a show, like each episode should be its own story. Like, yeah, you can have an overarching thing like in The Mandalorian, but like I should be able to pick out an episode and enjoy it on its own. Like, I think
they're doing that right now with the Tales of the Walking Dead. Each episode is its own thing.
That works, yeah.
So.
And I'm not saying like new characters every episode. I'm just saying like a regular show,
like Law and Order. Yeah, like
Law and Order. Like we had
every episode.
Yeah, but like there's still some sense of serialization with Law and Order, but you don't need to like watch it religiously to like.
No, you can pick up at any time. Yeah,
exactly. Like why can't we go back to that? Everything is. This binge watching model is like failing Netflix too, because like when's the last time someone talked about a Netflix show? Never. But everyone's talking about what's on HBO Max and Disney Plus because they release their episodes weekly.
Yeah, absolutely. Netflix might be changing that.
Netflix is going under. What do they got?
They might be opening up a studio right here in Eatontown as well.
Oh, they're not going to hire me now, are they?
So I live right next door, and I'm like, we're really hoping that they come in, though.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. They need content. That's the thing. They need content. So there you go.
Content. It's like the word content is gross.
Yeah.
Like it's not even movies and shows. It's just content.
Content. It doesn't matter what it is, right?
Remember Quibi?
Yeah. That did not last. Was that 15-minute episodes or 10?
No, it was like they were 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
But it was like they were called quick bites. And it's like it was dumb because it just turned out into like 45-minute pilot format, split up into groups of 7 minutes. So
and big stars, they paid all this money and just went under.
Yeah, total waste. And it was like such a dumb model. It was like because initially it was like this is only on your phone. It's like how is this any different from you can watch Netflix on your phone? I don't get it.
Yeah. All these concepts. Oh well, it's crazy.
Sorry, I ramble.
No, that's what happens in these things. But no, it was cool to talk to you again and talk and about the new film and everything. We're excited to show it on the 7th. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to being there.
Cool. Yeah, it's been a while. So we had a good in March. We had Brightside, and it was pretty crowded. And we're like, we're back. So we're excited.
That's great.
For this one. So
that's great.
I love the summer one because the summer one I could just stay out.
That's great.
I don't have to work the next day, so it's like
that's cool. That's cool. Where do you teach?
Middletown North.
Gotcha. That's like a high school or middle school?
Yeah, high school film class.
Cool.
Right here in Middletown, New Jersey, where I'm at my sister's today in Middletown, where I grew up. She bought my parents' house, so I'm here watching her dog. So I'm like not in my studio. I'm not. So that's why I brought my microphone over, didn't bring the right wire because I am on my laptop instead of so I don't have the right wire. So I'm kind of working off the computer audio today, so hopefully it's all right. We'll see.
I need to get one of those mics.
They're really, really good, and it sounds awesome and professional, even just with this little one.
I saw one on clearance at Target. Maybe I should go back and get it. That'd be a good idea.
They're usually about like $90, 90 to 100, like without. Try to find the cheaper ones. They're probably about $59 now, $60 or whatever. But they work. They work. So
I'm sure the people watching this interview are very entertained about this microphone.
They're like, "Wow, look at this!" It's like, yeah. But
can I plug something?
Absolutely. I was gonna say, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram. What's my Instagram handle? Follow me at the Rossinator 21 and rate and review Caricature Carl on Letterboxd and IMDb. Awesome. That's the only way I can know people have actually seen it before it goes on YouTube. I don't know, a year from now.
Where are your other films? Where can we watch your other stuff?
Oh yeah, I should plug that. Yeah, those are all on YouTube. Just look me up, Ross Stern. I'm the icon with the owl to puss, this symbol here. Yeah, the icon with this thing right there. That's me. Just look up Ross Stern. That's everything I guess I have to plug.
Great. Yeah, so we'll get this up sooner or later, and we'll see you on the 7th.
All right, thank you. You have a great day.
You too. See you.